There is a 5-second habit that Ram owners repeat every single time they fill up, and it is slowly destroying a part of their fuel system that costs over $1,000 to replace. The worst part is, Ram dealers see this repair so often that one service manager said it accounts for almost all of the fuel system complaints that come through his shop. These are 8 refueling mistakes that are costing Ram owners hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. And stick around for number 4, because it is going to change the way you think about gas station safety. Number 1, topping off after the pump clicks. This is the habit from the intro, and Ram dealership service bays see the damage from it every single week. When you keep squeezing the trigger after the automatic shutoff clicks, that extra fuel does not go into the tank. It gets forced up into the vent tube at the top of the filler neck, a tube designed to carry vapor only. Liquid fuel floods that line, travels straight to the charcoal canister and saturates it. From there, it damages the purge solenoid, clogs the rollover valve, and triggers check engine codes for evap leaks. Now here is where the repair bill at the Ram dealership climbs fast. On most vehicles, you can swap the rollover valve for a few bucks. On a Ram, that valve is built directly into the fuel tank. When it fails, the entire tank comes out. That is over $1,000 at the dealer before you even touch the charcoal canister, which adds another $300 to $500 on top. A Ram service manager on one of the big owner forums said it straight. Topping off is the cause of almost every fuel system complaint that walks through his door. So when the pump clicks off at the gas station, put the nozzle back. Do not round up to the next dollar. That extra 30 cents of fuel can trigger a $1,500 repair. But the fuel system problems do not stop at the pump handle. Ram's Capless filler design has its own set of headaches, and if you own a 2019 or newer Ram, you are already dealing with this one. Number 2, ignoring how Ram's Capless fuel system actually works. Starting around 2014 on diesel models and 2019 on the 5th generation Ram 1500, Ram switched to a capless fuel filler. Inside the filler neck there are 2 flapper valves, an outer one and a deeper inner one. The pump nozzle pushes past both to deliver fuel. On paper it sounds simple, but Ram owners filling up at the gas station pump know the reality. This design is the single most complained about feature on Ram owner forums. Owners report spending 20 to 30 minutes at the gas station because the nozzle clicks off every 1/10 of a gallon. A class action lawsuit was filed against Ram over the filler neck angle on models from 2015 to 2019. Root causes include kinked vent lines, stuck rollover valves, and debris trapped in the flapper seals. That debris issue is real. A Ram employee documented dirt and water inside a brand new EcoDiesel's filler area within 750 miles. Dirt accumulation around the seals commonly triggers evap leak codes on its own. If your Ram sits outside in dusty or muddy conditions, wipe around the fuel door area before you open it at the pump. Cold climates make it worse. Canadian owners have documented the filler neck freezing solid at -20 degrees from internal condensation. One owner's plastic filler neck actually cracked and broke in extreme cold. That is a $200 part plus labor. One more thing most new Ram owners miss. Your truck came with a special Mopar plastic funnel stored with the jack tools. That funnel is the only way to pour fuel from a portable gas can into a capless Ram because regular spouts will not push past the second flapper. Many dealers toss this funnel during vehicle prep and never mention it. If you do not have yours, order one now. You do not want to find out it is missing when you are stranded on the side of the highway. Now those problems are frustrating, but this next mistake can total your Ram Cummins diesel in under 60 seconds. Number 3, pouring diesel exhaust fluid into the diesel fuel tank. This is the most expensive refueling mistake you can make on a Ram Cummins. Diesel exhaust fluid is about 2/3 deionized water and 1/3 urea. When that hits a diesel fuel system, the urea crystallizes on precision injector surfaces and scores the inside of the high-pressure fuel pump. Everything depends on whether you turn the ignition key on your Cummins. Catch it before turning the key, and you are looking at $200 to $800 for a drain and flush. Start it and drive a short distance, $2,000 to $4,000. Drive it for several miles, and every component from the tank to the injectors needs replacement. We are talking $10,000 to $20,000. One Ram 2500 owner on the Cummins forum was told by his dealer to write the truck off. Ram's design does not help. The diesel exhaust fluid filler and the diesel filler sit right next to each other inside the fuel door, sometimes just inches apart. Truck stop diesel exhaust fluid pump nozzles are smaller and physically will not fit the diesel filler. But the retail 2.5-gallon diesel exhaust fluid jugs from the parts store have pour spouts that slide right into the diesel filler with zero resistance. That is where most of these diesel exhaust fluid contamination disasters start, at the fuel island. Always double check which filler you are aiming at, especially at night or after a long haul when you are running on autopilot. Diesel exhaust fluid in the wrong tank is catastrophic. But this next one has nothing to do with what fuel you are using, and it has caused real fires at real gas stations. Number 4. Getting back in your truck while the pump is running. The Petroleum Equipment Institute documented about 176 static-related gas station fires over an 18-year period. Almost half happened because the driver got back in the vehicle while fueling. Sliding across the seat builds a static charge. Touch the metal nozzle without discharging it, and the spark ignites gasoline vapor. It only takes about 0.2 of a millijoule to light those fumes, which is way less energy than a typical static zap. Winter at the gas station pump is the worst time for this because cold, dry air holds more static charge. If you do get back in your Ram during a fill-up, touch bare metal on the body of the truck before you reach for the nozzle. That grounds the charge safely. Now about cell phones at the pump. Every gas station sign tells you to put your phone away, but the Petroleum Equipment Institute, the FCC, and even Mythbusters all confirmed the same thing. Zero documented cases of a cell phone igniting fuel vapors anywhere in the world, ever. The real problem is people reaching into the truck for their phone, building a static charge on the seat, and then grabbing the nozzle. It was never the phone. It was always the static. If you are finding this useful, hit subscribe. We cover Ram maintenance tips and common problems every week. Now, staying outside the truck is step 1. But there is another fire risk at the pump that is specific to pickup owners, and this one has sent people to the hospital. Number 5. Filling gas cans in the truck bed. This one is specific to truck owners and more dangerous than you would think. A Federal Safety Institute documented dozens of fires from filling portable gas cans while they sit in a pickup bed. The plastic bed liner insulates the container from the ground, letting static charge build up in the fuel with nowhere to go. When the charge finally arcs, it ignites the vapor at the opening of the can. At Lackland Air Force Base, a retired sergeant suffered severe burns filling 5-gallon cans in his pickup bed. The fix is simple. Take the can off the truck and set it on the ground before filling. Ground contact lets static dissipate harmlessly. This applies whether you have a bed liner or not, but plastic liners make it significantly worse. For Ram diesel owners filling transfer tanks in the bed, keep in mind that ultra-low sulfur diesel has lower electrical conductivity than the old high-sulfur formula. Static charge dissipates more slowly in modern diesel, making grounding even more important. Alright, those last two were about safety. Now let us talk about something that will not blow up your truck, but is definitely costing you money every single fill-up. Number 6. Using the wrong fuel grade or accidentally pumping E85. The octane debate around the fuel grade buttons at the gas pump never ends for Ram owners, so here it is. The 5.7 Hemi recommends 89 octane mid-grade. It runs perfectly fine on 87 regular. The The knock sensors adjust timing to compensate, costing you maybe 5 to 15 horsepower and a mile or two per gallon. Owners have run 87 for over 200,000 miles with zero engine damage. Premium 91 gives you no benefit on a stock 5.7 tune. Save your money. The 6.4 Hemi in the Ram 2500 and the Ram 3500 is designed for 87 octane minimum with 89 recommended. Do not confuse this with the 6.4 in the Challenger or Charger, which has a higher compression ratio and actually requires 91. The truck version does not. Do not let anyone at the parts counter talk you into premium for your heavy-duty truck. The yellow E85 pump handle at the gas station is a different story. The 2019 and newer Ram 1500 with the 3.6-liter V6 is not flex fuel capable. Neither are the 5.7 or 6.4 Hemis. One accidental tank of E85 causes lean codes, misfires, rough running, and a check engine light. You can survive it with a drain and refill for $200 to $500. Repeated use corrodes fuel lines and destroys injectors, pushing the bill well past $2,000. Octane is one thing, but if you run a Cummins diesel in cold weather, there is a seasonal mistake that strands trucks on the side of the road every single winter. Number 7. Skipping anti-gel additive before a winter fill-up on your Cummins. Standard number 2 diesel starts forming wax crystals at around 14 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Those crystals collect in the fuel filter first and plug it completely. You lose throttle response under load, the engine surges, then it stalls. One Cummins forum member in Denver described a -30 cold snap, where every diesel in the area gelled up and trucks were scattered on the sides of the road because the local fuel was only treated to -10. Here is a Ram-specific problem that catches owners off guard. A technical service bulletin revealed that many 2013 and newer Ram Cummins trucks left the factory with the rear fuel filter heater not activated in the software. Owners experienced repeated cold weather stalling until a dealer turned it on. That is a 12-minute software fix that should have been done before the truck ever left the lot. If your Cummins stalls in cold weather, ask your dealer to check this first. The most recommended product on the Cummins forums is Power Service Diesel Fuel Supplement, the white bottle. It lowers the cold filter plugging point by 15 to 20 degrees. You must add it at the pump while the fuel is still warm from underground storage. It cannot dissolve crystals that have already formed. If you are already stalling, you need the red bottle, which is the emergency formula. Midwest diesel owners need to pay extra attention. Several states mandate biodiesel blends of 15 to 20%. Soybean biodiesel has a cloud point around 34 degrees, way higher than straight diesel. Those blends will gel sooner than you expect in what feels like mild winter weather. Anti-gel additive is not optional if you are fueling in those states. And the last mistake on this list is one that almost every Ram owner does without thinking twice, especially in winter. Number 8. Running the engine while you fill up. The actual fire risk from a running modern engine at the pump is very low, but it is illegal in most states under the International Fire Code, and some jurisdictions carry fines up to $1,000. Ram eTorque owners have a unique problem here. The auto start-stop system shuts the engine off when you stop at the pump, but it can unexpectedly restart if the air conditioning demands more power, the battery drops, or you release the brake. A 2023 recall covered over 130,000 Ram 1500 eTorque trucks for software causing unexpected engine behavior. Always turn the ignition completely off rather than trusting auto stop. Running the engine with the capless filler exposed also triggers the evap system leak detection. Repeat this habit and you are looking at check engine lights and evap repairs that can run up to $1,500. Every one of these fuel pump mistakes is avoidable with your Ram truck. Stop at the first click, check which filler you are pouring into, stay outside while the pump runs, and add anti-gel before the cold hits. Your Ram's fuel system is not complicated to maintain, but it does not forgive the mistakes that other trucks might let slide. If you want to know the other hidden problems Ram dealers do not talk about, that video is on screen now.